everyone! So each month in this series of live sessions, we will host experts from different fields who will answer your very own questions on how to grow your business. The topic that you chose was social media.
Let's go. So our first question is from Alex. Who is my audience and how do I know which social media platforms my audience uses?
So the first tip that I want to give you is about buyer persona. That, in my opinion, is the very first thing that you need to do before you start your social media. By buyer persona, I mean you need to think who is that person that you want to talk to? Who is the perfect customer that you want for your business? You need to think, who is he? How old is he? What he likes to do? What his job? I mean, anything.
Can you give an example?
Yeah, we can do like a really quick buyer persona. Let's say that I don't know, I love yoga. Maybe I'll open a yoga business one day. So my buyer persona for my business will be Sharon, 23 years old. She likes to yoga. Maybe she's like in a college or something. I need to think, what is this one thing that interests her, because I want my page to talk with her, because I want her eventually to interact with me and eventually to buy like my product or to use my service or anything like that. So this is the first thing that you should do, and in using that method you will know who is your audience.
So what platform would you find me as your yoga business?
Yeah, so let's say that we're using the Sharon example. So we need to think, if she's 20 years old, I think she probably will use Instagram or Facebook. So
Snapchat, maybe.
Yeah, Snapchat. So we need to think what's interested her, and let's say that if she's the person, so I think that like LinkedIn, for example, maybe will be less relevant for her. You should do a few bias personas to because you want a range of people, and then you need to think which platforms are relevant for them.
Let's continue to our next question. Also Ron asked this, and Sheila, and actually a lot of people, because I think it's the biggest question probably, is how do I create a social media marketing strategy?
So I want to give you three main points you should remember if you want to develop this social media marketing. So the first thing that you should do is define your audience, and we already did that by create some buyers personas. In that way you know who is your audience. Okay. The second thing is to define your goals. As a goal, you can think about sales. You can think about traffic to your landing page or to your website if you have a website. You can think about likes, share, and it's really important to measure it each, I would say, once a month. The third thing is choose 1 to 2 social media platforms, and this is a really important point because there are 10 big social media platforms.
Wow.
And I mean you can be everywhere. I mean you can, but it's probably won't be that
effective,
good and effective. You should focus about 1 to 2 social media platforms, and think about yourself. I mean, it's better for you to have 2 amazing social media pages with great content than 10 pages that are randomly manage and just randomly upload posts. The fourth point is to audit your post performance, and by audit I mean, as I said, it's really important to remember your goals and to work by your goals. And when I say audit, I mean you can take all the posts, put them in Excel sheet or something, and write which post worked the best by shares, by by comments, and in that way you really learn which content works best for your audience, and then you can duplicate it and think about a creative way to make more content like the content that already is working for you.
Let's go to our next question from Emily. Emily asked, how often should I post and how do I know which time is best?
So if we're thinking about how often should I post, again, it's a question of how many pieces of content, good and quality content, you can provide for your audience. I don't know, let's say that you can provide 3 amazing pieces of content a week. Content is definitely the king. So if we think about it, it's quality over quantity. On the other end, I will say that it's really important to be consistent with the posting and with the posting schedule. So that means that, okay, 1 week you have, I don't know, extra time on your hand, and now you're ready, okay, I'm going to post every day, to tweet 10 times a day and go crazy on Instagram, and then like in the next few weeks you don't post anything. Today you can schedule everything ahead. You can take like it will probably take you a few hours, and you can schedule everything and you can automate everything, and even here we have a tool for that, and called the Tailor Social, which is giving you the ability to post everything like in advance and to put it by times and everything. And how do I know which time is best to post? If you're just like a beginner, I recommend to search for this for the best hours online and to try them. But if you're an advanced social media page, you can always check on your business page. You have an insight section that you can see like the hours and everything.
Cool.
Yeah, and then it's really like gets personal and everything is according to your audience. So it's really important like to always monitor like the best time and to test. You guys, I mean, with social media you can be creative and you can try hours and different times of the day and different content. You can see that we have
something from the audience.
Yeah, a live question.
Wow, oh, exciting. So we have a question
from Muhammad.
Hey, do I need to hire a graphic designer to keep my product looking professional?
Social media.
Sorry.
Yeah, so actually that's a really great question, because the answer is simply no. You don't need a graphic designer or someone professional. You can just do it yourself and
cool
and have fun.
I see we have another question, which is really exciting, from our comments from Mariel. Let's see what she's asking. Hi there. Hi. I want to grow my followers on Instagram. Is it true that it's the best to use stories rather than posts for this? If so, do I need to place hashtags to be more effective? Oh my god, we just spoke about that.
So I wouldn't say that stories are better than posts, because stories are last at the end of the day only for like 24 hours. You want to create yourself like a beautiful feed for your profile, so it's important. Again, it's a matter of balancing. You can do a few stories and you can do some feed posts. And with stories it's really fun, because you know stories are they don't need to be anything professional. Just like
I love stories.
Yeah, me too. we're all about stories here. You can like tell your story, your business story, to your audience. You can do some cool activities. Like now you have like tons of cool features on Instagram stories. You can do like the questions. You can give your customers like
engage with them.
Yeah, and you can give your like to do like a day in my life with your customers. There are tons of things that you can do, but it's not the right way to use only stories. You also need to create like a beautiful feed that will represent your business. You need to create content for Instagram. So it's a matter of like a balancing. And do I need to place hashtag to be more effective? So definitely yes, and we're going to talk about it in the next questions. Hashtags are super important.
So next question is from Angelo. Hi, Angelo. Angelo asked, how do I measure social media and how will I know if I'm achieving my social media goals?
I would recommend one really important measurement, in my opinion. It's the engagement rate of the page and the engagement rate of the post itself. Engagement is the number of people who interact with your post, like your post, share it, comment, even just like if someone is like open your picture, your image, it's
an engagement.
It's an engagement. In that way, if your goal is to increase your engagement rate each month, so it means
to follow it.
Yeah, so it means that you're doing something right, that the content fits your buyer persona.
Great.
Yeah.
So Swan is asking, how can I use social media to impact my startup? Whew.
Social media can lead to sales. If you choose to like focus on sales, you can promote your blog post and put a link that will take your followers to a landing page. Let's say you can create a landing page with like for your followers to leave their details, and then you're like creating leads using social media. Another really important thing, in my opinion, is the social media gives you the ability to interact with your audience in a very straight way.
Brian asked, how do I create content and get ideas for interesting content to share? And how do I make sure my followers are engaged?
So the first thing, and in my opinion the most important thing, is content calendars. There are tons of content calendars out there, but even here at Tailor, every month we provide a content calendar to our users. And by content calendar, I mean that it's a calendar like each day of the month, and like with cute ideas that you can use for social media.
Right.
Let's say National Pizza Day, National Bring Your Dog to Work Day. So it's really amazing to use these content calendars, and most of them, and even on ours, they give you like the specific hashtag for this day.
Right.
You need to think how this specific day interact with your business. And another two websites that I'm using, and I think you should definitely use. The first one is Pinterest, the ultimate inspiration website. You can search for crazy stuff, and people are like going crazy there, and you have so many inspiration to get from there. It's amazing. And the second website is BuzzSumo, and both of them are free, by the way. So you can
why not?
Yeah, why not? And BuzzSumo, it's a really cool website because it shows you the content that a lot of people are sharing, and in that way you can really take ideas from what people are like, what people love, and what people are sharing, and to create
Right.
something similar for yourself. So it can give you like a really good boost. And how do I make sure my followers are engaged? You always need to remember that there is someone behind the screen. There's a human being behind the screen who wants to be addressed. Another tip that I want to give you is try to always finish your post with a question. Ask your followers what is their opinion, what are their thoughts, what they think. I mean, you can ask them, if you like this post, so like it. If you like this post, so share it. Always, you need to be in a state of mind of interacting, of engaging, like we're doing right now. Social
Right.
media is a platform for conversation at the end of the day.
What is your experience with the paid post boost on Facebook, and are they worth the expenses?
Actually, it can be really nice. Again, if you do some testing, you see that one piece of content is like really going well and explode, and a lot of people are sharing and commenting, so you can easily just boost the post and to gain more reach and to reach more relevant people. Now, the important thing with the paid post boost is, first of all, you can do it directly from your page. You don't need the business manager, you don't need anything
That's
special.
really good, because that can be really confusing. So our next question is from Marhana, who's asking, what's the hardest part of doing social media marketing, and how do I overcome it? Which is basically asking, what's the hardest part about your job, Mai?
I think it all comes back eventually to the content creation, because with social media you always need like to create new stuff and to think about new ideas. For myself, I can give you another tip. I'm always like, I'm looking like for website around, and then I'm like registered to their newsletter, to their email list, and then every day I'm like opening my day with like tons of fresh content.
Inspiration.
Yeah, and inspiration. And
I think also once you're like open to it, and you just start seeing things, and like
Yes,
always
exactly.
like have your mind set to looking and thinking of new ideas. Let's have our next question. We're almost at the end. How do you spread a tweet beyond your audience?
Oh, Twitter. Finally, a question that
I love Twitter.
Yeah, me too. And I think people are like underestimated. Because the thing with Twitter is you can reach a celebrity or someone famous from your industry. Let's say if you're sharing a piece of content of someone else, you can directly mention him and also mention the publisher. And I don't know if you know, but in that way, if you mention someone else, then the tweet appears to the people who follow like the other person. So it's a great way to increase your audience reach.
So our last question that we had is from Felicia. How do I start to reach a bigger audience with Instagram, and is it a good idea to pay for promotion?
Yeah, so Instagram, again, it's an amazing social media, and I think besides Twitter, this is my favorite social media platform because, I don't know, I like beautiful pictures. So with Instagram, the thing is that, again, we need to understand the medium that we're in. We need to understand that the content that we need to create is like going to be really beautiful. And again, you really don't need any graphic designer. You just can use tools or our tool to design something really beautiful and really attractive. Okay, the thing with Instagram that you can put links inside the post, so it's not clickable, and it's a problem for a lot of us. You can use Linktree to put like links, and it's creating like this beautiful
like
landing.
a mini website.
Yeah, it's like a mini website for yourself that you can put links inside, and then let's say that you create an amazing piece of content with I don't know, like gorgeous image, and then you are saying to your followers like see link in your bio or something. With Instagram, the second thing that is really important, the hashtags. If you're doing a post, I would recommend do like 5 to 6 hashtags, and again put like maybe 3 that are big and trendy and everyone are using, and then like another 3 that are more like niche and small, and like know that these are the people that you're looking for. And regarding promotion, again, this is for another chat, this is a whole other world.
We actually spoke about it in our previous
with Mayan, but I'm just going to say that regarding promotion, a lot of businesses do think that they can use like a bot or whatever, but in my opinion, I don't recommend it. So I would recommend, again, social media takes time. You need to be patient. You always need to see what's working, what's not, and just be patient. I mean, this is the best way.
Cool. So thank you everyone for joining us today with our social media expert.
Feel free to comment and to ask
talk
more
to
questions.
us, yeah.
Again, it's just a mention, and with social media, it's all about interacting with people. So yeah.
So thank you guys.
Thank you everyone. Thank you, Sharon. You are an amazing host.
Thank you.
So bye everyone.
Bye.